COVID has changed many things, especially taglines of commercial ads. Ads are more pure, more sanitized nowadays. One category among them are immune boosters. Till date, the energy powders which helped us to become taller, stronger are transformed as immune boosters now. So here is the doubt. Does these immune boosters really boost our immunity? Has they ever helped you to become taller? Then, before that, we should know one. Do we really need to boost our immunity? What? To get the clarity about what I exactly meant, we need to look back into that virus. A novel coronavirus in name of SARS-CoV-2 started to spread out in Wuhan at the end of 2019. Till then where it was? In a tiny life, which was peaceful in a nap after the lunch. A bat. Why that virus didn't do any harm to that bat? If it did, it would have stopped with that, right? The same question is being raised by many researchers. Before knowing about the bat immune system, we will see a glimpse of our own. Let's assume a pathogen like corona as an enemy soldier who tried to come into our territory. We have some specialized immune cells in our body to block and destroy them. They are like our own soldiers. They are in two different units to carry over two different kind of attacks. One group is our first line soldiers attack enemies in a whole non-specific way, but they are super fast. Second group is a special force. They attack enemies specifically after planning with great accuracy, but they are slow to respond. For this accuracy, they need the blueprint of enemy weaponry. That kind of current blueprint is the vaccine we are injecting. If the current blueprint is not available, at least old blueprints will be helpful. For example, the previous exposure to SARS-CoV-1 which spread in 2002 or common cold will be helpful. Like this, if they can able to predict the attack, the counter-attack will be more accurate and fast. These soldiers have informers for the communication between them. They will be managed by the control center. There will be a head informer. Once the invader being caught by the first line soldiers, they will send the message to the control center. The control center will send the head informer to convey the message to the special force. If all this go well, elimination process will be so simple. This is what happened inside the patients with mild symptoms or in asymptomatic individuals, but the scenario is different in severe cases. To know about that, we have to check the another side of the immune system too. A healthy immune system should be a balance of two major characteristics, host response and immune tolerance, means the ability of our own body to tolerate the host response. The suggested severity in COVID cases by the researchers is not caused directly by the pathogen itself, instead the unregulated immune response by our own immune cells. One major infecting mechanism for COVID virus is stopping the production of head informer interference. So informations won't reach the special force. At the same time, the first line soldiers of innate immune cells start to accumulate in the injured site without any regulations through the process known as cytokine storm. They create inflammations in lungs and block the oxygen supply, leads to death. If we see here, the immunity is not to be boosted always, instead need to be balanced and regulated. Just oppose the general claim of the immune boosters, whatever it may be, what all are being represented as boosting immunity. Because our body never need extremes but homeostasis, a balanced metabolism. This can't be achieved by any single product. Instead, the immunity itself is the product of many factors. So the claims which all are showing it as a single product may because of ignorance are just business. So ignore humans. Let's find how the bats are doing this. COVID attack bats with the same virulence as how they are attacking humans. But in contrast to humans, bats won't respond much for that infection. Its antiviral response and inflammations won't increase suddenly. Instead, they will be maintained in a consistent low level. That's why they are good reservoirs for many viruses. They won't kill virus but keep it in control. This is more like an agreement to stop the war for the wellness of both sides. As because the bats evolved along with the viruses, its genes incorporated some mutations in them, which removed the genes responsible for inflammatory process and create more copies for the antiviral genes. So genetically these bats are good at balancing antiviral response and immune tolerance. So can't we do anything in that? We can. We may not be genetically gifted, but we can better protect ourselves by improvising our habits. All common stuff, just an overview. There are variety of foods in bats menu card, but each species eat a kind of food. I am just saying it in total just for a comparison. As food is the weapon supply, consume a balanced diet with protein, carb, fat, vitamins, minerals and some amount of anti-inflammatory foods. Now we have the weapons, but have to be trained with them to encounter the danger, right? That's what about the demand. Bats have another unique feature, the only mammal which has the ability to fly. Flying may be more advanced way of locomotion, but at the same time, more energy consuming. So the metabolic rate of the bats are generally high, especially during the flight. Generally high metabolism gives more metabolic wastages and inflammation as byproducts. But in bat, these responses are dampened. Researchers suggesting that this adaptation is the main reason for its super immunity and extended lifetime compared to the animals of similar size. So what should we do about that? Should we fly? We don't need to fly, but we can walk, jog, exercise, right? Immunosenescence, the suppressed immune response which occurs in elders, is the main reason why they are more susceptible to severe COVID infection. Exercise prevents this. A 30 to 45 minutes of moderate intensity exercise is good. Exercising improves inflammatories, anti-inflammatories, innate immune cells and lymphocytes levels in blood circulation temporarily. In short, exercising is just like training our body and its metabolism how to respond in stress condition. Bats are living in many kind of places. We can find them as group in caves, trees or in any abandoned or old constructions. Main reason for bat super immunity is they are super susceptible to infection because of their habitat. So they are pre-exposed to these kind of infection for generations and evolved to tolerate that. So it's necessary to pre-expose to many mild infections to tolerate a severe infection like COVID. Though bats are hyperactive when searching for food, other time it is a peaceful warrior. Yes, stress. Acute stresses are natural, which doesn't make any harm to our body. But if it's chronic, it causes immune suppression. So have to be stress-free. Sleep well like a bat, and bat won't smoke or drink. I know all these are contradictions in a lockdown scenario. No work, no money, no shops, but have to eat well. Gyms are closed but have to exercise. Have to be stress-free inside home. These are our challenges too. In all my video descriptions, reference links will be there. If anybody wants to know further, it will be helpful. Just share this knowledge with your circle. See you on next video.